Technologies, Nava has displayed 5 products at BC India 2013. I take you to the technical details.
Hi, I'm DVR Prasad, General Manager Marketing, taking care of the complete Indian operations of the marketing, sales and marketing. I'm just going to show the products of our range. The first one what we are seeing is the Nava primary skid mounted station with a 1100 by 800 jaw crusher, grizzly feeder of 1.2 meters by 4.5 meters for using in the crushed rocks for the primary application, wherein 700 mm boulders are being reduced to 150 or 180 mm aggregate sizes. And the second product what we are seeing is the secondary station with the SRM 300 cone crusher, a screen of 1848 4-deck 1.8 meters by 4.8 meters used for the secondary application in the aggregate plants. The SRM 300 is the first of the machine that has been produced which is on the display. Product under display is the tertiary VSI station, wherein it is powered by 2 motors. It's a twin drive VSI suitable for 450 tons application, which is used for shaping of the products as well as production of manufactured sand. Concrete pouring for piers, for some metro rails, metro applications, or stockpiling of large quantity of finished products in crushing and screening plants, or for barge loading, truck and ship loading, landfilling, etc. etc. This is a 800 mm wide conveyor of 65 feet long, suitable for 500 tons per hour. Once again we have one more conveyor. It's a radial stacker conveyor, what we call it. It is for 180 degrees stockpiling, which we can do for 10,000 tons of stockpile for aggregate plants. If we are rotating this for 120 degrees, we can use it for 8,000 tons of stockpiling. And this conveyor, we have a 650 wide belt with a 70 foot long, which is used for 250 tons per hour aggregate transfer.
In giving us an overlook over the Indian industrial outlook, we have with us Mr. Rao from Nava Engineers. Hello sir. Sir, how has been the industry so far? How has it fared in the 2012 period?
As you know very clearly, it's been a global slump, and that slump has also come into India. But in the Indian segment, I wouldn't call it a slump because the demand is still existing. So basically, we need some kind of immediate impetus. We were expecting this impetus to come from the government last year, but due to various issues and things, we are looking forward to some kind of declarations this year. But being an election year, we feel that this year may not be, the government may not be forthcoming with too many incentive level declarations. They may do it, maybe a new government in place would do these things faster. And I think the next round of growth in the Indian segment, we should see it as soon as the new government is in place to take very strong and hard decisions. And because as you know, India is the second biggest country which has the biggest infrastructure investment requirement. So, and the amount of investment required and which can be absorbed in India can't be absorbed in many countries. And the number of projects which are running right now in India actually are cumulatively more than Europe, Middle East and Africa combined. So if we combine India and China, then virtually over 72 to 80% of all the projects, high value projects, are running in these two countries. So we have to see that we strengthen the government strengthens its, reinforces its support to these kind of projects, gets them going as fast as possible, and I think immediately the industry will boom. Coming to Nava, what I would say is we are retrofitted for handling big business, and with that we have invested in various plants to cater to far more sectors of construction, that is heavy fabrication and concrete placement delivery systems, and upgrading all our current crushing, screening and equipment range of equipment which you see in BC India, and new products which we are designing and bringing them into the market. to cater to localized applications, to stockyard applications, to urban construction and things like that. And what we feel is that for now it will be a year where we'll consolidate ourselves to upgrade our products, be ready for the next government to give us the impetus required now and get going on the grow and ride the growth well into 2020 in a strong and accelerated fashion.
So, talking about the government approach, has the delays in implementation of GST affected any of the industry?
See, these are all structural framework policies which I feel that they should get going and do it as soon as possible. If they have not done it, it's not too late either, but they should do it so that we can have a common taxation structure across India, and movement of goods also becomes easier, and various pockets of industries get together into proper forums, and then this is an opportunity which cannot be lost by India in any manner, because we need this infrastructure badly now. The population of India requires it to bring up their lifestyles in a much better way, and we need basically we need all policy framework issues sorted out as soon as possible. That is the thing. And preferably, if this government has the strength to do it, they should do it right away now. In fact, if they announce it, nothing better than that kind of thing.
So has the slump in the mining upsurge and the mining issues and the mining upsurge affected the industry also?
I would say more than the industry, it affected our total demand for electricity. One thing, we are really bleeding on that segment. Every state is bleeding on the electricity segment. And without electricity, as you know, we cannot we cannot even run through a single day of life in an individual's lifestyle. Leave alone, now you come to the industries. Where is the power? And at that cost, all our products are becoming too expensive to manufacture. So it naturally increases the cost of the goods. It reduces our competitiveness if we have to go for export level issues. And we have to ensure that all these kind of base facilities and utilities are made available to us, and utilities come out of infrastructure only. So immediately some kind of a war footing, things should be let loose on a war footing, especially the mining aspects, because now we have to import coal. We have coal, but we are not mining it. That's again a very paradoxical situation for India to be in.
So how has been the response from DC India 2013?
DC India response, I feel this time around we have some very good quality response, and if that response culminates in orders, I would call it a successful outing. If not, I would call it outing where our products have been highly appreciated by the visitors who really have a need for these things. A lot of people have expressed the need for the currentness of our products and technologies, and the need for these things for their own applications. And quite a few people have said that they're going to go back and try to, in fact, to bring in these equipments into their daily operations. So if the feedback we have is fructifies to 100%, then I would say that it is a super success. Otherwise, I would say that it's a qualified success. Okay.
So how do you review this as a platform for strengthening any customers or any players' business opportunities?
See, in India, we hardly have, Nava is a company which cannot, very limited possibility of marketing forum to be used in catalog stalls or indoor stalls. We have to bring our equipment into the open and put it in open kind of exhibition. And there are only two exhibitions which come to mind in India, there is the XCon and BC India. So we will definitely be a part of this always, as and when they are held. In every outing these two are definitely a fixture for us to use as a marketing forum.
So CII recently came up with a report suggesting that a planned investment in infrastructure and construction activities and mining activities can lead to an escalation of 16 to 17% growth in the coming 5 to 10 years. So how do you look upon this issue?
That's an obvious statement which if anyone else also makes, it's a logical statement because qualified investment does come in, which is what we want. And naturally the growth of the nation is pushed up drastically. And right now, yesterday with 5% growth being announced, it's a shocker to say the least. So it is again putting a little dampener on the entire infrastructure industry. So investment has to come in back as soon as possible because only infrastructure investment can bring about double-digit GDP growths for any nation in the world.
So what are your expectations from this fiscal and the year ahead?
Expectations, we are pretty much firm and footed because on the current project levels, NAVA's offerings have been pretty solid. We expect to solidify the same. We'll be in a growth pattern always. We won't be going down at all by any yardstick. But the fact is the growth would have been far better if the market was, had been much better.